Hello and welcome back to Smashing the Patriarchy. So, there is something that I'm absolutely sure someone last episode will have left a comment. I'm recording this all in one batch, but someone in last episode will have said, you only married one wife, you've got more wives to marry, and this is something that we can fix. But first of all, I'd like to get the first wife in. First wife is going to be wife that we're aiming to get most children with, so that's what we're going with. Right, so on pause, we're going on our Mecca travel to the Hajj. It's really not that big a deal for us now. It's actually in our territory. It's just like visiting one of our territories. So that's fine. Right, we've got our betrothal going. Now we need to get some other wives. I think we're just going to leave it till the betrothal goes through, because we want her to be first wife, because we want her stats, I think. So we're gonna leave it till that goes through. But once it goes through, I think we'll get some extra wives, and we'll get wives based on, like, because we really only want the extra wives for the prestige. We don't necessarily, like, we lose a lot of prestige from not having them. So what we probably want to do is we probably want to get extra wives so that we can get prestige, but not get children. We don't want a ton of children from this marriage. So what we're looking for is chase women, probably. So that could be an interesting thought. Anyway, what else are we looking for here? Nothing really. I think we're just kind of building up, getting some things back to where it is, making people like us, all that sort of stuff. So, the journey through the desert is long and arduous under the scorching sun. Suddenly, a large tea house materializes into thin air before your very eyes. And the singing Jinn, who seems to own the establishment, beckons you inside. Strangely, your traveling companions do not take notice of this stunning event. So, 5% chance of possessed, or 5% chance of depressed. Depressed is all stats down. Possessed is alright, but I want depressed, I would prefer over possessed right now. Right. Child, education, diplomacy. That seems fine. As you stop for camp one evening, you notice an old man is there, so we'll obviously listen to him. We'll pay the money. And the old man says that Abu Hurayya reported to the Prophet, may Allah bless him and grant him peace. Beware of envy. Envy devours good actions as fire devours wood. Okay, so we got some piety there. Of course, we have piety this time. Our piety goes up, which is an unusual thing from our previous one where our piety went so far down into the ground. We've arrived in Mecca, and we start preparing for the evening's prayer when we discover the water in the well is not pure. Oh no. Well, we gain more piety. Now at the Kaaba itself and performing the Tawif, 7 circuits will walk around it. Do we want to go humble or do we want to go proud? We want to go humble. There we go. All into the piety here. The 9th day in Mecca, you perform the Wuf at Mount Ararat, with the entire afternoon dedicated to contemplative vigil, praying and reciting the Holy Quran. So we get 50 more piety. Our piety is actually quite positive. As we travel back home from Mecca, you encounter a poor village where even the richest seem to starve. I will of course help them with some piety. And I've returned to my court a changed man. I'm truly humbled before Allah. I know that all men are equal and can live in harmony with each other. So that gets us the Hajjit, which basically means we get more stewardship. We get Muslim opinion and we get piety, which is all very, very useful for us. Our regency ends. We need to select a regent again, which of course we'll select the same guy. And important decisions. We can extort our subjects. We're not going to do that. We're actually going to remove it. It's now no longer an important decision on our list, which I quite like being able to do. Observe Ramadan gets us some piety. It costs a lot of money, but it's alright. I don't think we're going to put it there. Also, we could... Wait, can we ever repay our loan? We could actually. If we had enough money, we could repay our loan. This is interesting. And that means that we could actually allow them back, which means that we would no longer have this little owe money to Jewish moneylenders thing. Maybe worth doing. Or we can expel the Jewry and take their money. That would gain us arbitrary. Banish all the Jews from our realm. We lose piety and national tax would go down, but we get a lot of money. We'll keep our money button. I'm not sure if we want to repay our loan, ever, but we might. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway. Do we want to hold this tournament? We need more money as well to hold that tournament. And more prestige, but maybe. Maybe. We'll just unpause. That thing's going to build up. We're looking to gain money right now. We're looking to gain a lot of money. As king, how much do we need to gain? we need to gain 700. So it's not that much, but it's a little bit. We're paranoid, so we keep getting that event. That's fine. What have we got here? You want us to go into hiding, but no, that's because we're paranoid. Do we have any other trade posts we can build? Is anywhere else actually on the Silk Road? That one is, but we already have a trade post there. No, where does the Silk Road go? I'm trying to figure out where it goes, because it goes here. Must be there. So it kind of goes along there. Is this its end? This might be its end. So it kind of goes, I think it goes up this way. Must go, like, from here to here, maybe? Yeah, so it kind of moves up like that. And then I think it crosses somewhere else. But yes, anyway, that's where the Silk Road goes. Can't build any more trade posts, is what I'm getting out of there. It's a little bit annoying. Yeah. I remember we held land there, so I was seeing whether we can make one, but there's no Silk Road. Okay, cool. Well, I think we're pretty much at max money-making potential until we do business. So, hopefully we'll get a business event soon and we can get that done. Also just kind of giving our council a chance to like us, because right now most people like us, but we have a few who are like, oh, I'm not really into you. I really didn't like your predecessor, so... Oh wait, also getting a wife will allow all of our stats to go up, which is useful. We could imprison someone, but can't anymore because it disappeared. We can give you learning, or we can give you stewardship, in which case haughty would likely give you cruel as well. That's alright, you can have that one. Okay. We have too many children to care about. We should probably switch some of their guardians over as well. If they're our guardian, like if we're their guardians. Yeah, I want to try and limit it so we have like maybe 3 children at max. That's kind of the amount we can care about. Baron Berahun accused Chancellor Count Uwais of looking at his wife in an inappropriate way. I don't believe that he did that. Well, I do believe that he did that, but I also don't want to annoy our Chancellor. Although we should have taken the free imprisonment and released him. That was a misplay slightly. That's fine. We're going to give diplomacy. There we go, that's fine. We can shut the gates. Do we have an epidemic in our lands? We have measles, which is almost in our lands. Child lacks focus. That's awful, the selection of things she's got. I guess stewardship or intrigue? Yeah, what's brooding is negative. It's all negative under brooding. You can have learning. That's fine. We do want to shut the gates, but that lowers our diplomacy. I also want to marry this lady. That's fine though. We can do that even with the gates shut, I think. Should probably try upgrading our hospital as well if we can. Need more tech. Okay, that's fine. So I guess we're not going to upgrade our hospital. Unless your trading ground's still upgrading. I guess we'll shut our gates. Yeah. I mean, there's no reason not to. Your loyal vassal, Uwais, sent you a courier with an offer. He's willing to make a significant donation to your war chest, but in return you must promise to return the favor in the future. Ooh, do I want to give this guy a favor? He can call a council vote with the favor. What will the council vote get him? Council vote would get him banishment under control of the council. Alright, that's not terrible, but it would also mean that it would put council authority like on the next tick if a council thing was to go through. Or I can say he's just trying to get leverage, which he is. I think I'll give him the favor. It's alright. I think it's alright in this case. We also want the tax like as soon as possible, so that's really what we're going for here. Can we increase construction as well? We can, cool. I was just thinking there, because we need more construction to get this thing. We can actually do that, and that allows us to make a sick house, which then gives us hospital level +1. Cool. So, oh, damn, that costs a lot of money. Oops. I thought that was like 100. It's like 400. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. It's overall a good thing. Tewas has finished his stuff. He's now an intricate web weaver. That's alright. We should probably get him a marriage. Open council position of steward, because Jonas died. You could fit steward. Yeah, you could definitely fit steward. I'm going to put you in fact. There you go. Go collect taxes for me. Right. Good. We need a new court physician. We actually have quite a few. We're going to put that guy in there as well. And we need a new commander. And our new commander is going to be this dude. There we go. Cool. Our heir should get married. Let's have a look here. What we're looking for him. We could try and get an even more intrigue. Or we can try and... Let's try and shore up some of his disadvantages. So if you were to marry Yasmin, that would mean that we could potentially get an alliance with this guy who controls that land. That's good. Yeah, I'll take it. So that's Yasmin. Yes, there we go. Perfect. That should be our heir married. He should be fine and happy. He doesn't like us because we're his brother. Fair enough. Fair enough. I will send him a small gift, however, only because otherwise he will murder us. And I fully expect he might. I like how Measles is stopped at the border. It's like, nope, can't get past. It's impossible. Okay, cool. Well, we're about to finish this training grounds, which should get us even more stuff. Build cost modifier? We'll take it, yeah. 100% take the build cost modifier because then we're about to get a new building and we can get that from very cheap. We can get our first marriage done, which we will get. We now have a wife, which means that our state stats have gone up significantly. Our wife's stats actually aren't as good as they used to be because she got cruel, I think. Slowed her diplomacy. Yeah, so that lowered her stats slightly. Oh, and indulgent wastrel, which lowered her stats slightly. That's alright, we have a wife. Now we're going to get more wives, and because we don't want a ton of children, we're going to look for chase. Which also should give us a larger selection of options. So chase and then probably good stats in diplomacy. Let's see what we got. Oh, I also want to reset the list. We also want to search all instead of just our realm, but that's fine. Diplo range should be yes? This doesn't appear to be right. Diplo range has to be yes. Ruler, no. Married, no. Prisoner, no. Women, yeah. My religious group. Adults. What does that say? Not my something. Adult is yes. Great house is any. Don't care about culture. Save in slot 1. Weird. Anyway. So we'll reset the list. We're looking for that. And we're looking basically for, I suppose, do we have high ranking people? Oh no, because I have ruler set off. Ruler any? Anybody want a marriage? Nope. Okay. That's fine. So no to ruler. Let's see who we got. We're looking for high diplomacy. 21-year-olds. Chase and homosexual. That is perfect in terms of fertility amount. We'll marry her. Yes, arranged marriage between her and me. It can get us a non-aggression pact, and that's fine. Who else are we looking for? You? You're weak. I don't really want weak. You've got something unique there. You have gout. I don't really want gout. Sympathy for Christendom. Yeah, you'll do. I'll marry you. There we go. That's fine. And then who else have we got? We've got you. You'll definitely do. Right, arranged marriage. Cool, that gets us up to the 4 wife limit. 1 wife. 2 wife. 3 wife. Cool. That gives us the prestige, and now we have some non-aggression pacts to go look at. We have you, who is under him. Do you want an alliance? Yes, perfect. We'll grab that. We have you, who is over here. Want an alliance? Grab that. Okay. Who else do we have? We have no one else. That's fine. We'll grab our 2 alliances. There we go. And you would like to marry my half-sister. I mean, sure. You can 100% marry my half-sister if you want to marry my half-sister. Oh, that means he wants an alliance, I think. Yes. You want an alliance? Oh, yeah. He's going to take our alliance. Perfect. That means we don't have to go underneath them if we want to be safe from him. We're just safe from him. Good. Everything is absolutely fine for us. Still gaining our money. We're about to finish our training grounds. We're still getting that war chest. And I think it's fine to just wait on it. Like, we don't have to finish the event straight away because we occasionally get extra money just because we're making a war chest. So, that's alright. You need to have an education focus. Let's go for diplomacy. Okay, cool. We have built our sick house, which is nice. That should help us with the measles, which still haven't actually came to our realm. Which is good. They're not disappeared either. We need a new advisor. Oh yeah, we just have an advisor slot. I didn't even notice that. Our new advisor is going to be this guy. There we go. Minor title commander is going to be Zula. Yes, that's fine. Right. When measles disappears from the provinces next to us, we'll think about actually getting rid of us being like locked away, secluded. It doesn't really matter us being secluded because we haven't lost any food yet, so it's not actually it's only a 5 diplomacy negative, so that's fine. Here we want to get some extra Ethiopian skirmishers, but we don't quite have enough actually. We're a little bit under our retinue cap actually. Like we need like one more to just get us that extra push over. We need to have castle infrastructure. Here we need to build something because we get the cheaper cost because of the event that we just got. So I think we're going to go for Quashba because that was one that we were thinking about. Cool. Our courtier burst into our chambers, flanked by several Gazis, dragging Circe with them in chains. My king, there are many concerned peasants claiming their children have been plagued by nightmares of this woman. She is obviously a witch. What is to be done with her? I mean, obviously she's a witch. She's straight up a witch. Burn the apostate. She dies, begin piety. Throw her in the dungeons. Our opinion of her goes down. She's branded apostate. We can let her go and make her a spy master. Bring out the branding iron. Same thing, pretty much. Or let her free. What harm could it do? I think that we throw her in the dungeon. We release her. She's happy that we released her. Then we point her as our spy master. There we go. Perfect. And we could then imprison her again, then release her again, then imprison her again, and keep going around in circles. Right, and then commander, we could put Circe in again. She is very good, but she's craven now, so actually she's absolutely awful as a commander. So Afwalk is going to be our commander from now on. That's fine. Continue building ourselves up. We're almost in a position where I'm happy to go back attacking people. The problem is we're like, what? We actually have a reasonable sized army. We have 7,000. How many does Shiraz have? He only has 1,000 and has no allies. He would actually be perfect to attack again. And if we were to declare war, we could declare a conquest war now. Although our council votes no. Okay. I'm not entirely happy with our council voting no. Can we just start getting some of these back? Like, I would like to start voting these back under our control, if that's alright here. Like, grant titles and things. Yeah. Okay. We can't just mind trick them into doing it, so what can we do? We could buy their support, can't we? We can buy a favor and then get support. Who's our supporter? It's probably the only it's probably Count Boiro. Count Boiro being the only person who's actually a loyalist. Okay. How much would it cost to buy a favor from you? 67, but you'd say no. How much for you? I don't even want to know, right? Yeah, 200. I can get 80 for a favor from Circe. So Circe could vote with us. What about you? If I was to buy a favor from you. Oh, it's not even a question. Okay. If I was to buy a favor from you. Way too much. So I can get Circe on my side for a favor. So that gives us one. Like, that gives us one person who would vote for with us. Which means that it's then 3 versus 4. So we need one more. Could I perhaps give a favor to someone who I don't like, this courtier man? Could I perhaps go, hey, I'll give you a request council support? He would say yes, I would owe him a favor, but there's not an awful lot he could do with it. Yeah, that could be an option. Give him the favor. Either that or replace our courting man with some... I can't appoint someone else. Yeah, I can't appoint someone else. Okay. I think I might request his council support. If I request his support, get Cersei, that again gives us the 4 and we can start repealing some of these laws. Yeah, okay. So request support. By favor. I need to wait for her to say yes. Yes. Okay. Call on council support. And that now means that we have 4 against 3. Which one do we want? Imprisonment, grant titles, or revoke titles? I think I want grant titles first. Just gonna okay it. 2 people vote for it straight away. 1 votes against, and then we should get the 3rd person on our side. My wife is pregnant. I was away apparently, but that's because I'm paranoid. We've done it. When can I do the next one? 5 more years. So in 5 more years, we'll start changing the laws back. We'll slowly get ourselves back into the point where we can get war declaration under our control and get everything back where it should be. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.